Oh, let's get stop burping into this shit. Sorry.
That's like the 8th time.
No, it's the second. That's actually the only time I burped into it.
Ready?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me the clacker.
Click, clack, clack. No, it's fine. We're not official. You know, I thought we need to write the real person's name on there, Sergeant Major WrinkleBomb. It says Greg. I don't know who this Greg character is,
I've never met a Greg in my entire life.
I think it's a made-up name.
That does sound made up.
It does sound made up, yeah.
Or Dutch.
Or Dutch. We don't speak your freaky deaky Dutch.
Yeah. No. But welcome to Zach and JP's Burnout Hijinks. We're here with our guest, Ryan Minton. Give it up. Yeah, Ryan Minton. We shout him out all the time on the show. We shout you every time we do. Give him a little clap. How you doing, bud? You doing all right?
Yeah, my friend died.
Yeah, I know. You hit us with that earlier. We were like, yeah,
like,
come
hey,
have a...
Ryan, how you doing? He's like, great, my friend died.
Welcome to the comedy podcast. Yeah, my friend's dead. Oh, fuck. God damn it.
She suffered.
Well,
Don't
okay,
worry, guys.
so,
it was
hey,
only cancer.
we can there's that. But my brother celebrated. He just had a baby, so we're celebrating a life coming into the world. As you know, so I get. That's that's not good. Okay, let's move on from there. But
wow.
yeah, how you doing, bud?
The first thing he does is jump right to that.
Jesus Christ, fucking hell. You know that was fine.
He also died and came back.
No, his baby's fine. No, what are you talking about? No, what?
Jesus.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah. Okay, let's not. Yeah.
I didn't read the book, man, or see the movie.
Yeah. No. So appreciate you coming out, bud.
Oh,
like
yeah.
really. Yeah. So we did have 2 cancellations. You.
So thank you for being our third pick.
Yeah. No, it was. We know. Like we were like Ryan. I was like Ryan's around the corner, and they were like, no, he's not. And I was like, he is. He's a. But we knew he'd come out and hang out. You know, because we love shooting the shit with you. But so how you been? Like aside from the death, you know, how you doing? Everything doing
Besides
okay?
that
You know,
little thing.
because I've been fucking kind of not doing shit these past couple of weeks. So you know, it's been a little. You know, haven't seen you.
Yeah.
There, I'm trying to fucking conversational.
Which must be
Not good
weird,
at
considering you
podcasting.
guys were fucking road warriors.
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to drive to Apex by myself.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Yeah, no, I was.
In my car.
And
And I
you-
got back, but still.
That-
It was
oh.
Deer Town.
Oh
too,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. Explain to us what happened to your car, because your car was out of it for a little bit. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened?
Well, I was driving back through this horrible piece of shit town called Warsaw. And,
Shout out to Warsaw.
yeah, shout out to
No,
Warsaw.
fuck.
Hey, they got a good cookouts. And the liquor store is pretty sweet.
Who doesn't have good cookouts in liquor stores?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
But anyways, what happened in
Anyway.
Warsaw?
I was coming back from a show in Jacksonville. It was pretty late, and I was driving down this horrible narrow road with tree lines and railroad tracks and ditches. So there was
So you hit a deer.
well, no. See, what happened was there was a fucking tractor trailer coming
Oh,
at
shit.
me, and he had his bright lights on, and he was just frying my eyes, and I had literally turned mine off. I'm like, okay, I'm a nice guy. Okay, cool. So as soon as he goes by, I'm still kind of like seeing spots, and I hit my bright lights, and there's 4 deer running across the highway.
Shit.
So I missed the first one.
Okay.
I nailed the second one.
Was it out of vengeance?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I missed the third one and the baby.
Oh,
Oh,
shout out to the baby.
boo.
Shout out to Bambi.
Next time, aim for Bambi, dude. We saw how that movie plays out.
So you only
He
got.
would have just got caught under the car though.
Yeah,
Just
you don't-
drag him the whole.
But yeah, no, I remember you showed up. I don't remember if it was the day after, but I saw your car after, just a mangled mess, and you're just like, no, it's fine, don't worry, I ate the old deer, you know.
Whole deer, nothing but the deer.
Because I remember every time we would ride and we'd see like a batch of deer, it's just like, don't worry, we'll get one, we'll clean it, we'll eat it, we'll jerky it, you know, we'll do the whole thing, we'll jerky it off, you know,
That's
we'll
nice.
do the whole thing.
And I
going.
didn't even stop this
No,
time.
no,
Like
no.
I just kept going because my car was still running. I just kept going, but it was weird because I heard this like weird noise. Like when I was pulling away, it was like, "Don't leave me, senor. I'm a human being." And I was like, "Nice try, Mexican deer."
Yeah, we don't stop for that. I think I saw
Yeah,
you about
dude.
a week after that happened, and you were like, "Dude, there's still fucking deer fur." In
No,
my
what?
goddamn
there still
car."
is.
You were saying, were you coming back from Wilmington for that one? Is that where you were coming back? Jacksonville.
It's
Jacksonville, that's
Warsaw.
right.
It's that
But-
shitty road you ride down.
Yeah, was that the same?
Plank of
No,
Jacksonville.
because I'm thinking the one I remember was we were driving to Apex the first time for Hunter's Mike at the. Then dude, we were driving through this one little narrow spot, like just on for about 3 miles. There would be like a gaggle of deer every half
Yeah,
mile.
it's like
So
fucking
it's just
Plank
like,
when you're going to Southern
Yeah.
Pines,
I don't
dude.
go
Dude,
that way.
fucking-
I just go down regular.
God
You
damn.
don't fuck
I
with
hate
it?
deer.
Because it
There's so
ends up
many
around
deers.
the same plot. I mean, and it's like you ain't gonna have to go to to damn military court or whatever. You get a ticket. You know, I ain't getting pulled over on a fucking plank.
I think
You gotta be stupid as fuck to get pulled over on plank. There's no cops, no nothing.
I've seen how.
Like going
Yeah,
to
I
a
mean,
bike, going down plank is fine because it's daylight. But at night, I do the fucking speed limit because those deer come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
I went to Wilmington a week before last, and it was crazy because I'm seeing deer like just coming right out of the city. So over the bridge, maybe like a mile or two. I'm not even talking about on 87. I'm talking about that one right there. And there was a big boy sitting right at the edge of the road. He was a big, and he was just like,
Dude.
you know what? I'm not gonna put the effort for it. Then I saw a couple more. They were chilling. They were eating. Then I almost hit a fucking rabbit.
Jesus.
And it was a big boy too, and it was coming across
Well fed.
the other highway. So it was on the other side of the highway, across the median, coming back, and he was like, "Good shit's over
That's
there."
like the fun part about doing like entertainment where you have to travel. Like, really, it all boils down to who has the most interesting deer stories. Like, because like you drive back and forth, and like it's like that's not an interesting fucking thing. Like, nothing interesting really fucking happens there. You see like the name of a town or a city that makes like Cumnock or something, Cumcock or something like it's like Cumnock. It's just like a big sign on the side of the road, and it's just like it says Cumnock or
Population 6.
fuck. What's that one road? Shit, I can't remember it at all. But Puzzle Creek, fucking Puzzle Creek. Jesus Christ! Like, and it's like an old dirt road, like an old side dirt road that goes off into the woods.
Man.
Yeah, I'm just like
these are the ones Ryan takes.
So it's a little bit past Clinton.
It's
a little bit past Stedman. All the way
and
to
it
Clinton.
sounds a little deliverancy, you know. It's like,
Yeah, a
come
little
on
bit.
down Puzzle Creek, boy, yeah, squeal.
We'll make people bacon.
Yeah, we'll make people bail. And I was like, oh no, don't go down Puzzle Creek. That's like, and then fucking Buzzard Law Firm is in.
Yeah, in Lillington.
Yeah,
What?
Lillington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking goddamn, but it's like what? Yeah, they'll take everything from you, dude. That there's you just see mostly the fun you get is really out of names. I think for places like goddamn it.
Yeah, the only other fun stories you have is when you see shit, like you said, like the deer, so you see like a car wreck, or you see some idiot pull
We
by
were driving to Greensboro one day, and I'm going 90. Right?
you. Oh, so you're actually
Obviously.
slowed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going 90.
Obviously.
And I would like, and you know, my fucking martial artist, you know, reflexes and whatnot, you know, just kick in because there was a rake sitting in the road.
Oh fuck, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Right, like
Metal
but-
or-
Yeah.
not the,
Like a-
the spiky one.
Like a
Yeah,
Looney
it's like-
Tunes rake, like
and
we
I was
yeah.
like rake, and I was like, we run around it, and we were sitting there.
Like-
We did like 20 minutes of rake
Yeah,
jokes after
dude,
that.
yeah, dude. Like I think
After
like
the 15 seconds of
Wait, what were we about
silence.
to-
my first thought was like, how funny would it be if we hit the rake and it just stopped us in our tracks, and just punk, you know, like just smacked us in the fucking thing, dude. That shit was fun. That yeah, dude, I forgot all about that rake.
spinning around the
Fucking
car.
Scorpions
Dude,
and shit.
Part of the reason I realized I needed glasses was that night driving back. I think it was also from Jacksonville with you and Caleb in the car, and then like I like almost killed us about 4 times just because I couldn't see anything.
That's
like,
good.
Did it? And I was just
This
like,
is why I
can't-
travel
Sorry,
alone.
y'all, I can't see anything, and I'm just
I got
like
nothing to live for.
driving like fucking
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
what's happening? But yeah, fucking. Also, Lillington, nice town, but fuck Lillington. Due to their police,
We
there.
did get pulled over.
Yeah.
Do tell. Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
this was going to be a
We
story.
did get pulled over for speeding.
Yeah,
Shocker.
Yeah.
we were doing 30 and a 20, I think.
You
you know.
pieces of
God,
shit.
yeah, so irresponsible.
And the guy pulls us over, and you know, he's like, "Hey, if everything's good, you know, we'll let you go." And I was like, "All right." And it was me and John, and I think it was it Topher?
Topher and Tim.
Bridget.
Mhm.
So Topher's the problem in this scenario.
Bro, he
Well,
was
it
he
funny
was
because Tim was like, "Man, I can't believe they didn't pull a gun on you or nothing." He was like, "Dude, they just let you go, and you were
Yeah.
arguing with him." I was like, "Hey, no, hey, hold on,
No,
hold on."
Topher was in the back freaking out. Like he was very like, every time I have an interaction with the police, it's
It's
always
not good.
bad, and
And
it's just
Tim's
like
in the back saying
yeah.
the same shit.
Yeah, and me and Ryan are just like up there. I was
Tim just
like,
hid in the shadows. He was like, "I don't think he saw me."
Did
Close
he
my
say
eyes,
that?
don't
He did.
smile.
I was like, "I'm glad you didn't smile."
Like no, Tim was the first of us, I think, to pull a type 5 out of that fucking interaction, dude. Like he's a storyteller, dude. But like I remember, like me and you were just like white privileged out. Like it's like our white privilege like exceeded whatever Topher's got going on and whatever Tim's got, you know, and Tim's overt blackness. You know, like he's African American, but so you know. So I was just like, holy shit.
I was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, hold
no.
on, no, come here, come back."
And I'm pretty sure I had
my
had weed
God.
in the car too. You know, just like you might have been. You know, probably had a little. You know, libations. You know, might have been I don't remember. Oh fuck, dude, fuck Wilmington. That's all I
Nailed
gotta
it.
say.
Yeah, we would.
We were pointing out Buzzard Law Firm. That's all it was. We were like, picked you clean.
I think
and
we
then
had went to Greensboro. I think we were coming back from Greensboro, and we might have hit Slim's, but I don't think we would have went through Lillington. So I think we might have just been come back from Greensboro.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah,
It was, or either that, or it might have been the Fuquay Arena days when we were going out there for, or that, or in Clinton.
It was after that.
Maybe.
It was after that.
Yeah. Yes, it was we were totes. Yeah, it might have been. It had to be a Slim's
Yeah,
night.
his Toker was
Yeah.
there.
You know, it's whatever.
And then one night we were driving back from Jacksonville, and we almost hit a stork.
A stork?
Yeah.
Did it have a baby
Yeah,
and shit?
I remember the story.
I almost did. A fucking butthole baby, because I was shit myself.
Yeah, I
It was
would've.
standing in the middle of the highway at
Yeah.
night.
Those fuckers are tall.
No,
too.
Yeah.
he was just standing there. And
Ominously.
I was like, stork! And
It's just
like,
standing there, ominously.
trying to bring me a baby. I was like,
Yeah.
I support
Ryan's like, dude, I gotta
like,
start going to
"Sir, I
above
need you to
90. It's
sign
not
on your
fast
son."
enough.
And then me and Caleb were driving back from Jacksonville one night, and an owl almost hit us.
Oh, yeah, I
It
remember you telling me about
flew
that shit.
right past us, and I was like,
It was like, get out of the way, Owl. I was like, whoo.
I was like, who are you talking to?
Dude, I love Caleb. Like, he's, you know, we've had, shout out Caleb Fulmore, but he's like, he disappears on us so hard. Like, he just goes to England without
only
telling
for, like,
anybody.
months at a time.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't see
only,
what the
yeah, it's
issue
only
is.
for months at a time out of nowhere.
He's
and it's
probably
just
there
like,
right now.
Caleb,
Well,
are you okay? Blink.
I have a theory.
What is it?
Let me hear
I
it.
think he's a hitman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
think he just, people just disappear and go
I
to
wouldn't-
Cyprus all the time.
Yeah, I was in Morocco.
I wouldn't be
You ever been to
surprised.
Morocco?
Think about it.
Exactly.
You don't think it's him at all. He
Yeah,
just
I mean-
randomly disappears.
I'm just waiting for him to come back with a joke. He's like, have you ever garroted a guy in Singapore? You know, like, it's like, no, Caleb, we
Oh my
haven't.
God.
Remember what happened to David Carradine? Me neither.
He
Yeah.
goes over to England and pretends he's
Oops.
Obama.
They think he's Ice Cube.
He's not angry enough, man. That's why
No,
I think he's
he's-
perfect for a serial killer. You wouldn't expect it.
I feel like that's probably why he blends in so well. Like, he could probably, like, go to England with minimal... Now, I think he did say he experienced some racism while he was there, too.
Well,
I don't
no
remember. We could
shit.
Well, you know, that's...
I don't have to look up the black population.
colonise
over there,
you,
but
right,
I guarantee
mate?
it's under 5%.
Yeah, dude. But, fuck. So, Ryan, how'd you get roped into being the guy who takes pictures at Patty's every Thursday? How'd that happen?
Why are we
Tell us
limiting
about
it to
that.
Patty's? Ryan, how did you get roped into taking pictures every single time you leave the house?
I just started taking pictures.
They were really
And
good.
then people were like, hey, you take a lot of pictures. And that's kind of how that works. Yeah.
All right. Good talk, but
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
sorry, it wasn't my fault.
Literally,
That was on me. That was
Yeah,
that was a
literally
poor,
just
poor
take
topic.
pictures.
So
It's you do though every time you go to any mic, you know Ryan's there because everybody's got a nice clean shot.
oh, dude. So like,
So you do that for the locals comedy?
He does that for everybody.
Yeah, just
everywhere
everybody.
he goes. If he's at a stand-up show, he takes pictures.
yeah, yeah,
Just always been doing it.
yeah,
I actually do it I do it for Patty's.
yeah. He does it for Patty's
Specifically.
on Thursdays. He
Yeah, they
does it
pay
on-
him there. Everywhere else he does it, he just does it because he's a shitty human being.
It's like these are for my collection. You
Yeah.
know.
I just like to, make people look beautiful.
So what drew you to serial killing? You know, like.
No, I do want to talk about that today because I noticed that there's a few discrepancies. Like nobody sees you for a day or two, and then like 2 weeks later they find a body.
That's purely speculation on your part.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Is it though?
I mean, yeah.
What if I told you I had proof?
Then you would be next.
There you go.
I was gonna see if he denied it, but no.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
say
I don't have any
anything.
evidence. You slippery bastard. I'll get you one of these days, Gypsy.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Oh man.
How we doing, Sergeant Major? How's everything looking over there? The levels all leveled and.
You can always tell in every time we do a video when John gets worried about anything technical. It's how many fuck ups we've had in the past.
Yeah, well, that is true. I mean, also, like, as soon as I start worrying about it, it's like just goes into full overdrive. You've been hit with that a few times. I'm like, Ryan, and you're like, John, shut the fuck up, calm down, dude. Like,
John's
it's
a
cool.
worrier.
I'm just like, if I had a wart for every time I worried, I'd be a frog.
We were in Wilmington one night and we were with a dead crow. We parked like 3 blocks away, which is customary.
Yeah.
You
Oh my God.
And we're walking back, right? And they're notorious for booting your cars. car.
Oh yeah, Wilmington doesn't fuck
And,
around.
we parked like 3 blocks away and walked. It was cold as shit too. And
Was
we
like,
took,
we're
like-
coming back. What we did was we walked one street over.
yeah,
So when we're walking up the street,
you're on the wrong
it's
street.
like yeah. And then I was like, they took your car.
Yeah,
They
dude,
took
I
your car.
was
And I was like,
panicked.
no, let's just keep walking up because we had walked
'Cause-
too far down too many blocks. And then I see the car there. John's like, "There's your car." I was like, "That's not my car."
'Cause we stayed for the
I was
whole
like, "That's
night,
like a
too,
fucking
dude.
Hyundai or something. And then we started walking up. He's like, "Motherfucker!" And then he's like,
Dude, I got so
he
panicked
was
because
John's having a
shaking
because
all the
yeah,
time.
no, because I was like,
Oh,
you know,
man.
just tired, probably
Dude,
Red
just
Bulled
park
out.
in a
No,
fucking garage when you get to Wilmington.
I'm not paying to park.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, we are fervently anti.
So this is what you deal with every time you travel with Ryan.
Yes.
And chains.
And and it's super fun because he can't walk fast. You know, like
Well, yeah, of course he
yeah,
can.
yeah.
Why are you supposed to be? He's out of breath. He's tired. He just murdered somebody last night and buried him.
I'm just like, dude.
That ain't what it used to be.
I'm like, Ryan,
Y'all are
Mike's
crazy.
sign up's
Fuck
in
that.
30 minutes or 10 minutes or sign up was 30 minutes ago and yeah. Hold on. I gotta make sure I've got all my
Dude,
like
I
a
don't give
like
a
a
shit.
woman in the car just
I'm
getting
paying
ready.
for parking. I'm not walking.
Gotta brush
goddamn
my
3 or
beard.
4 blocks
I mean,
just
I
to be
can
like,
use the
haha.
exercise.
Well, sometimes you pay
No.
to park and then you still have to walk like 3 blocks. You know, like
Yeah, but
like
at least
especially
you know
in
like
Wilmington.
you're good.
Yeah, but I mean like still that's 3 blocks with this guy who's going. Oh, fucking hold on, man! God damn it!
That's got to be a sight
you got
seeing
the-
you two walking
you
down
got
the street. Ryan
Pat
just
and
like,
I-
I can't do this anymore. John's got his inhaler.
You got Oswald Cobblepot with a beard
One's
over here.
smoking a cigar, the other one's got a cigarette. Neither can breathe.
That is true. Like so, what I've learned from this podcast, Ryan, is that I'm incredibly unapproachable because I just walk around and smoke cigarettes. You know, just mumble to myself. So
If
I
you
can
didn't
only.
know John,
Yeah.
and you just saw him at Patty's before his set, not after, before.
Ryan
He's just
would.
walking back and forth, chain smoking and going over his material. You didn't know him. Would you talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan would.
Ryan would.
Yeah, Ryan would.
So
that's
that
why I
tells
do.
you how unapproachable.
That's why
he
I do
is.
comedy
Well,
now.
it's 'cause I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, nobody will miss him.
Yeah, that's literally.
Like,
And that's
he does very
literally
easily.
why I
You know?
started doing stand up because like I was being unapproachable on a fucking Facebook group like the Twin Peaks group, and then he was like, "Man, you should do comedy. I'm doing it at the Red Monkey over here," and I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm
You
not
should
gonna
do
do
it.
stand
Nah,
up.
I'm not
Here
gonna
we
do
are
that.
now."
You should do it. All right, I'll do it." And then
I
here
can
we
be
are.
very persistent.
Yeah. He just
We
said,
know.
"Come on."
The
yeah,
body counts at 14
like,
right now.
after the
This
fourth.
year.
Well, I have a rule. Anytime after the 4th time, and somebody says, "Come on," you know, like that's I usually will go ahead and do whatever they're trying to, whatever
Oh,
peer
good to
pressure.
know.
Yeah,
Write
yeah.
that
So
down.
it's like, all right, John, you know, jump off this ledge. No, jump off this ledge. No,
Be cool,
jump
John.
off this ledge.
That's not true because I've offered him Coke so many times. And he's like,
That is
no,
true.
No.
Well,
Which is
it-
crazy because we talk about it a lot too. John's got the perfect
I've
nose
got-
for coke.
No,
Yeah.
but John is the only person I know that if he did cocaine, he would get sleepy.
Yeah, I would probably. Yeah, it'd be like my brother and I have like the exact opposite effects to Robitussin. Like it puts him out and it wakes me the fuck
And
up.
you're, like,
So
ready to
yeah, so I'm just
party.
like, wah, you know, so like or Benadryl. It's Benadryl. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was about to say,
So-
the only thing I remember about Robitussin is robo tripping. You just
Oh,
chuck
dude,
the whole
yeah.
bottle back. In the
Oh,
bag.
dude. I remember the first time I did that. I
Yes.
stole a bottle from Walmart, and then I was trying to walk home. Years had passed. I was a teenager. I was a sad teenager. Some girl had just broken up with me, and I was
Aw,
walking home
You
from
lonely
Walmart.
piece of shit.
I was like, I'm gonna get. I heard you can. I didn't know. Like I had just heard about RoboTrip. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like whatever.
But you weren't
but,
invested yet.
No, not at all. So like I was trying to walk home and I lived like not that far. Like I lived about like a mile and a half down the road. I used to make this walk all the time, you know, like but then I got by the McDonald's on Bragg Boulevard in that little section back there. I had to call my buddy because I started like projectile vomiting and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
"Hey, can you come
Save
pick me? I'm
me.
dying. I can't make it home." My buddy John, like he's the guy I got this arm tattoo with. Like he came and picked me up and just took me home, dude. I never robo-tripped again after that. I was like, that was a good one. And I think at the time I was taking like caffeine pills too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude.
Yes.
So like, yeah, I've always been an uppers guy. You
Yeah, I
know,
can
that's why. That's why I've never done cocaine because like I would never stop doing cocaine.
That's
like
fair.
that's why
Well,
I.
to be fair, eventually you would.
Yeah, I would be
When
dead
your
when my heart
stopped,
when
yeah.
my heart exploded. I would die,
Done.
and like I have
He's like,
enough.
"All right, I'm quitting tomorrow."
Yeah, I have enough problems with like my heart potentially
I
going
don't know,
out
man.
on me.
I
you
could
know?
see John like in the casket just.
Yeah, just need that last bump, you know. Like, gotta get that last bit of get the booger sugar.
To be fair
in
though,
there.
with that nose, you could probably like just do it once and be good for like a week. You wouldn't even know like half of it's still up there.
No, it would go up and then it would just be. It's like pouring water into like a fucking pitcher as opposed to like a bottle. Yeah, yeah. It's just going just. You know, it's like more space for it to fill. So it's just like it's barely touched anything. You know, just not going anywhere. No, sorry, I went off on how much I'd love to do cocaine, but no, I can never do it.
I know, but like that's like the only upper I don't think you'd fuck with.
Yeah, probably. What are the other uppers? What are other uppers? Ryan? Oh yeah, I haven't touched. Well, I guess Adderall is like low form meth.
I was just about to say, dude,
Yeah.
you take
Adderall's-
diet meth every day.
Adderall. I don't take it every day. I take it when my wife's like, "Here you go, sweetie," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
When
for
she's
my meth.
finally had
Thanks."
enough of your shit, she's
Yeah.
like, take a little bit of diet.
Well, it's when she wants me to get shit done. Like it's like I get
Well, he's a concentrating son of a
I
bitch.
get so yeah. It's either that or put me in the camp. That's her joke, not mine. By the way. Yeah. No, I think. No, yeah. I used to confide into Ryan how anti-Semitic my wife is, just because I figure like he's the only one who would love that shit. Like,
You're just putting it out in the world.
and
right now.
my wife is not. To be fair, my wife is not anti-Semitic towards any actual Jewish people. She's only anti-Semitic to me, who is not Jewish at all, which is hilarious. She's like, "Oh, you're looking great today, sweetie. How was the camp?" And I'm like, "Oh, come on, yeah." It's like. Are you Auschwitzstic? Shit, that's not my. She didn't say that, but I told her that, and then she did use it. I told her that joke.
Before this podcast got canceled.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, sorry. Yeah, I didn't even. I just
Not
realized.
I
That's
want to
what
know it
happened.
wasn't
God
Ryan's
damn it!
fault.
This is what happened when we did Hunter's podcast too. We get on there and immediately I'm just like out the gate like, so anyways, trans or something like that. I'm just like, God damn it! I don't have opinions. Like I don't actually believe anything I say. It's
Hey, to be fair, that's why we have a warning label in the front.
Yeah, I just try to It's like Ryan. He doesn't actually
Yes, I do.
Oh shit.
Yes, I do.
He didn't finish the sentence before Ryan was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my wife's not actually yeah, that's one of those things where she'd be like, yes, I am. Yeah, that's what I work. She works in a very conservative office for like 10 years, and I'm worried some of it might have rubbed off on her a little bit. Just like, she's like, I heard her, she's like,
Yeah.
do we really need the booster? Like,
Makes
how
sense why she's anti-Semitic, though. It's finances.
Oh my God. It's like, your people are doing this to me, John. Like, they're not my people, sweetheart.
Coming to you live.
Coming to you
from
live.
the dumpster
Burnout hijinks.
that's starting a fire.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It makes
Sorry
sense.
about
It
that.
all adds up.
We'll cut that.
I don't know, man. If I worked with that for 10 years, I think I'd start blaming people, too. Thank you, Sergeant Major. We don't cut shit.
If I work with finances, I would probably embezzle money.
Oh, to talk about it or not to talk about it? That is the question.
No, I'm just saying that's what I would do.
It's
But
a matter of public record.
I am not smart
That
enough
is true.
to fucking do math, so I could not figure out how to do that shit.
I would say that the comedian who has been arrested recently was the last one I thought would be arrested because I thought he would be the first one.
Exactly.
I
No,
thought he would be the
100%.
first one to be arrested. Out of all the comedians I knew, I figured it's going to be Ryan. Like, obviously. And it would be for speeding. It wouldn't be for murder.
No, because they're not going to find any evidence to convict him.
Yeah,
for
because
that.
they won't. Yeah, he's
Speeding,
good with
they
evidence.
catch him going 120 down
Yeah,
the road
he
all the
does.
time.
He does.
Stop it.
He does do that shit. Like, I've seen it.
I take my gun with me. Like,
I do have that issue. I always forget that I have my fucking gun in the car half the time. I got pulled over one time and, gave him all my information. Go to reach into my center console. There's my fucking 1911.
Oops.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I keep a machete under my
let me just have a
floorboard.
concealed weapon in the car.
Yeah.
Driving while hippie.
Oops.
Like,
It's like, all right, Bates, we got a
Freaks
hippie
me
here
out.
with a gun. What do we do with him? Kill him, obviously.
fucking- yeah.
is he one of them Charles Manson hippies?
yeah, dude.
Shit.
Not every hippie has got a good name.
Wait. Does he have a guitar too?
Yeah, he does.
hell.
He's good. No, he's got a uke. Even worse, kill him
Get him
immediately.
now. He's probably got weed too. Sprinkle some crack on him.
He's definitely got weed, sir. He's handing me a joint right now. He's trying. He's trying to bribe me. I'm
My favorite
thinking
is
about
when
taking
cops
it.
don't even question the smell.
Yeah, he just rolled a joint out of his license.
It's good weed too, sir.
It's like, here you go, man.
See, that's why I do the speed limit. That's why I don't fuck around in my car.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, same.
I got pulled over one time in North Carolina, and it was fucking bullshit. I was going 35 in a posted 35 mile per hour zone, but it was a school zone, and it said school zone while lights were flashing, and the lights were not flashing. I even got
Yeah.
video proof of that.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude,
Completely skipped showing up, and he had like aggressive charges. I'm talking like breaking and entering, assault and battery, and all this other shit. didn't show up, and she was just like, checked it off and handed it to somebody. The guy right before me
Argued for 45 minutes about something stupid with her and pissed her the fuck off.
Look, I apologize for that.
I wasn't going to point Ryan out.
But the bitch was wrong.
But I go up there, and she's like, so you're going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit in a school zone? And I explained everything to her, showed her the video of the lights not flashing, and she goes, the best I can do is get rid of the school zone. And I'm like, you know what? I'll fucking take it. I'm not going to, she's already in a bad mood. She's giving me a deal. I'm going to fucking take it.
So there's no school zone there anymore? You can drive 35?
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I was, at first I was pissed, but I'm like, dude, it's the best deal you're going to fucking get. 2 people before you have already pissed her the fuck off. I'm up there, like, dressed. I actually dressed up, not like, you know.
So you had a tie on with that outfit?
No, it was actually, it was a bow tie. I don't like bow ties.
Bow tie, yeah.
Because you're Muslim.
Whoa.
Obviously.
You don't know who I pray to.
Zach Blackfire Akbar. I remember your full name. I
Shit, he
have
knows
read
it.
the full name. Like, I've
All
seen.
all black fire.
Yeah, I got away with the fucking, goddamn, I already forgot where I was going with that. The turban. I don't have to wear that.
Yeah, you only wear a half.
They have a
one,
fucking name for it. I don't know what
Hijab.
it was. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me be the one in charge of all the actual racist stuff. Okay, that's cool.
Fuck you, Ryan's
Wait,
here.
wait.
He's in
Yeah,
charge of all the
that's
race.
literally
Knowing
my
that,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, why is it going on me? Don't ask me.
That's my wheelhouse.
Like, he's probably got like 3 jokes about hijabs. You know, like it's cool. Like I tell fart jokes. Like, you know, come on. Well, that's not true. I do tell a lot of gay jokes. I tell gay and fart jokes, and sometimes they're the same joke. You know, it's fine.
It's pretty shitty.
What are we looking on time, Sergeant Major? What time are we at? Good. Okay, thumbs up. That's fantastic. How's it?
26 minutes.
26 minutes. How you liking the setup, Ryan? You like our?
Yeah.
Is this much better than the
Be
first
honest,
one you had
You
on?
thought the first one was better, didn't you?
No.
You don't even remember the first one, do you?
I was literally there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He
You
was
don't
actually
look
there
like
for
you
most
were.
of them to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I was there
You can
for
hear Ryan in the
all.
background just.
You have a goat in your lap now. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
no.
new setup. I like it. We actually kidnapped Sergeant Major. We have him chained
Yeah.
up right now for the people at home that don't know.
Put in a chain rattle sound
What
effect.
you also might not know is we force him to wear a hot dog outfit every time he does this.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be in the new intro for this episode. We don't know. We got a new intro.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh yeah, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, we're just trying new things out with it, man. Like we got
So,
you know,
dude, you had a fucking turnout at the White Rabbit on Monday, huh? The last one?
No.
There was like fucking 12 comedians there.
No, not
That wasn't the last
That
one.
Was
that the one before?
last? Yeah.
the
I-
last
My
one,
bad.
Actually fun,
Zach.
though.
You don't go. The last
Yeah.
one you were at had
Yeah,
12 comedians.
I go about once a month.
Yeah, once a month, once every 2.
I do.
You
I
know.
mean, we always
The
have
issue
fun,
is, I just
you know?
my writing has been shit, and I like to go to the Rabbit to get the joke experience on stage. But when you have fucking writer's block, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna go do there? The shit I already know.
Yes.
Yes,
Come hang out. It's fine.
John, I hang out with you enough.
Well, that's
You live right down the street.
yeah.
I do.
I'm like, please don't call me. I don't want to do anything. I'm just my house. It's so nice right now. I love being home alone. Nobody talk to me. Yeah, I hate my anxiety when it gets to that. Does anybody else ever get that? Like, where it's just
No.
like you're just like I have so much shit I could do, but it's like everything in my body is just making me want to sit at home.
Oh, all
Like,
the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No.
literally what I did all day.
Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan talks about it. You
Oh,
ever have
sure.
so much you need to do, you just take a nap.
Yeah, constantly. Like I'm in
No.
a constant state of needing to nap.
I've never had that issue. And right now I have a fucking toddler, so it doesn't matter what I want to do, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, well that will.
That's where
I'm
the
just saying.
Robitussin comes in.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, you have no idea how much melatonin I gotta give this kid.
Come here, Benadryl.
Is it getting darker?
The wrong kind of. That's melanin.
Okay.
That's melanin.
Melanin. Melanin.
Oh god. But no, so
Yeah.
I don't get to choose anything I do all day.
Yeah, no. When was that? Thursday we were gonna do? No, it was Saturday. We were trying to work out getting on Spotify, and he's like, "I got nothing. I'm being terrorized by a toddler."
Yeah, no,
and we were
it's-
just like, "All right." We ended up getting on there with Sergeant Major, and we fucking
Yeah, you see, you
figured that
two
shit
are
out.
actually like dads.
Ryan just steals kids.
Yes.
So he just chains them up like we do Sergeant Major. You guys understand. You're like, no, he ain't
A
doing
man's
shit
gotta
today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man's gotta eat, you know.
$20 is
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, that's right.
If you cook them
That's
right,
right.
you know, they're really good.
Oh, you get that?
I was
flaming
actually
on.
just telling these guys before you showed up my favorite joke. The first, well, not my favorite. The first joke I ever heard you tell was about how it's not lucrative mailing people their kids' toes back anymore.
Yeah, the market has shifted. Like, most of the people don't even want their damn kids back anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, if I got one of my kids' toes, but although I probably no, I'm very attached to my children. I'm not one of those.
I'd be like, God damn it,
You
I'm
know,
gonna kill
one of
multiple
those.
people.
God, yeah.
And I'm not like Ryan. I'm not gonna get away with it.
Yeah, no, it'd go full John Wick on it. It'd be like, you know. And then it'd be like, who is this? Luigi? Oh, fuck it, that's my joke. Get out of here with that shit, you asshole.
John would fuck up though and kill the wrong person.
Yeah, like,
shot somebody 2 weeks ago.
wrong
Yeah, I saw
house.
that.
I almost shot somebody.
What the fuck happened
Oh,
with
yeah.
that? Tell
So
us.
people that lived across the street, like it's always been like a trap house. Because I live in the hood. I live in Massey Hill. And for
Shout out.
literally as long as I've lived there, it's been a trap house. It's been a trap house. It's been a trap house. I literally one day I woke up, came outside, and I saw a couch sitting out front with a bloody bullet hole in it. So I just
Sounds
took it
about
out to the street, right? I watched people die in the doorway. I mean, people got stabbed over there. Like lots of ODs. Like cops were always over there.
family-friendly environment.
Yeah, and then they refurbished the house and tried to sell it for $100,000
Fuck off.
in Massey Hill. Okay.
Nobody's buying that.
So when that didn't work, like for a year, they just turned it back into Section 8, and the people that are living there now have been living there about 2 months, and I'd never really seen them, hadn't had any trouble with them. They didn't seem like they were trapping or nothing. But one day I came home.
You were waiting though. You were like, these guys are gonna fuck.
Nah.
Well, they have kids though, right?
It's
They're
mostly
the
just
kids there.
kids. It's like
Yeah,
a woman and
okay.
some
kids there.
kids.
Because
Okay.
I've seen
See,
the
I
kids
wouldn't
when
be
I
expecting
pulled up
anything.
to
And
go out.
and an old lady.
Yeah.
And I pulled up, and there was like all these cop cars on my street, and one was parked right in front of my driveway, and I just gave him the, you know,
Yeah.
and like,
You want to move, asshole?
yeah, and he didn't. So
Of course he didn't.
Yeah, but so I pulled around, and I came out the back door, and I took the trash out, and I let the dog out, and I was going to get the dog, and I looked, the cops are gone, my door's open, and I hear boom, like really loud, and I like pop out the door, and there's these two girls in the street, and they're like yelling out the street name.
Uh-oh.
And they're talking to the cops, and the cops had just left. So
Uh-oh.
then I hear, he got a knife, he gonna kill my mama, right? So
Jesus.
the guy had kicked the door in, he had a knife like this,
Oh, hell yeah.
in one hand and a 40 in the other.
Classy.
So he walks out, I hear him breaking shit, so I walk inside and I'm like, you know, and I walk over to the edge of the property, I'm just standing there, and he walks out, he didn't even see me, he sees the two girls in the street, and he's like, hey, you should, I said, you leave them alone, you come talk to me, and as soon as he turned at me with a knife, I was like,
Damn.
so the cops pull up at that particular time with me holding a gun on this guy, right? And the cop's like, what do you got? Drop it, what do you got? And I was like, he's got a knife!
Officer!
Yeah.
What?
He's got
What's
a
wrong?
knife at him!
He's the problem, not me.
So the cop is literally like, drop the fucking knife! And the guy's like, whatever, man. It throws it straight up in the air like 15 feet. And I swear I was just waiting for it to come down and stab him in the head.
Imagine.
But he was not dropping that 40.
No.
I was like, try the 40. He's like, hey, man. No, and it was a plastic one, too. So he went to the ground with it. I'm not going to lie.
God damn. Yeah,
I would
that's,
have just been like, I was just chugging that shit before I got arrested.
and that's every Tuesday in Massey Hill? Oh, shit.
That
Jesus
was
Christ.
a Wednesday.
Oh, that's every Wednesday.
Because I had to
know.
leave immediately after that and go
Tell
to
jokes.
Raleigh and do a set. Jesus
Yeah, sorry.
Christ.
I just almost had to shoot a guy. I have to go be funny for now. You know, yeah, at least you had an hour away to, you know.
Yeah, I was hyped
Yeah.
up too.
To almost hit a fucking rake in the highway.
Exactly.
Stops the car completely.
That'd be, yeah,
That's
that'd be a
all, folks.
very Looney Tunes moment, dude. That,
Oh my
God, you
God.
have a very fucking. God
Yeah,
damn,
dude,
no.
I'm so glad
So-
my life's
yeah.
normal.
Yeah, no, like we are St. Patty's Day. You were, I know you stayed a lot longer than I did.
yeah.
You were St. Patrick, and I was one of the many myriad of leprechauns they had running around. And you stayed the whole night. They just got
I stayed till
did your
closing.
saintly Patrick
Yeah.
duty. Okay, you stayed to drive the snakes out at the end of the night. All right, cool. You were like, all right, all the penises leave, bitches for me. You know?
For St. Patrick's Day, you've
very-
always done that. Same thing with
Yeah.
fucking the Christmas shows, too. When you show up as Santa.
Yeah, that's a little more crazy.
I feel like it is because the women go fucking crazy wanting to take pictures with you.
Flap. I've been so naughty.
St. Patrick's Day, they're just like, oh, that's cute. And Santa, they're just like, let me sit on your lap.
Yeah.
Come on,
But it's about to be a white Christmas in Santa's pants. You know what I'm saying?
The pictures are always great 'cause they're always like doing some random ass poses.
Yeah,
It's just you
somebody's
with a
dry
cigar.
humping me, and I'm just like,
It's always the same pose.
It's like, I literally came a little. All right, bitch.
Dude,
The only people that touch me like this are the victims.
Like I think I take some of the most awkward pictures with people because like I don't like being touched or touching people. So like I'm just like
I'm here.
or like
Keanu Reeves it.
yeah, I'll
Not
like
actually touch
arm
him.
hover.
I
Just
always
like
try to slip a finger.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I know I've been a victim to it
Man,
many times.
woman,
Yeah.
child.
No, those are allegations.
Allegedly, I forgot. We're with
I'm not
Ryan.
Mike Lowyer. All right, come
Oh God! Every time he gets a chance.
I was gonna say Joe Biden, but I was like, that's sniffing, not fingering. That, you know.
He smells his finger.
I guess it would be a very presidential thing to do to get away, you know. But that's not. Anyway, let's not get derailed too hard.
Good job, John. Proud of you. Always talking about derailing shit, and the first thing you say is, sniffing children.
I didn't say that. What? These allegations are unfounded. Once again, we're talking allegations.
Well,
Allegedly.
that's
Yeah.
just straight railing.
Yeah, that's. Just, but
Ryan, it's good to have you here.
yeah. I do need a rail gun. God, I would love to have a rail gun. Sorry, I was thinking
I
about.
mean, what else am I gonna do after church?
I feel like if you ever step foot in a church,
Pray.
you just immediately fucking
Obviously.
burn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pray for forgiveness for going to that church. It's
Like
oh,
I don't even
Satan,
believe
forgive
in
me.
any of that shit,
Yeah.
but I feel like you would immediately burn. Like me, they'd be like, he can be forgiven. You, they're like, no, absolutely not.
No, get out. Right, go on, go straight to hell. Do not
John, I
collect
feel like John's like 4 conversations away from joining a church.
No, I've been to church. They can't fool me with their God stuff. I know.
God stuff.
Yeah, I've read the book more than most people at church have. It's cool. I read the Bible so many times when I was growing up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
forced it on you? Who forced it on you?
Group, church groups.
That's what I was hoping
The
for.
priest.
Church groups because I wanted validation. Being able to remember Bible verses. It's pretty lame, actually. Ezekiel sucked. I don't remember anything about Ezekiel, but I remember that was a dumb name, and I didn't like it. And then they started fucking showing me goddamn Amishes with the name Ezekiel, and I was like, "Get out of here, Amishes!" And then I met Ryan, and I was like, "Your name's not Ezekiel, is it?" And he was like,
Not today.
"Middle name?" No, I was like, "No." I swear to God, if this is where I find out your name is Ryan Ezekiel Minton, I'll be so fucking pissed
It
off.
is now.
God damn it.
Well, then my initials would be Rim.
Oh God, damn it! That's me. That's you in the corner. Once again, losing your religion. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, losing your religion. That's what we're talking about. Talking about Joe Biden fingering God. Pretty sure that's how it went down.
I'm pretty sure they were saying graduating class. So.
Oh shit! No, that's yeah. And Hunter smoked cracked with Jesus when he came back for that brief sin. He was like, I was supposed to save the world again,
How?
but
Because it's just gonna fall to his hand.
oh God. Oh, shit.
That's how he does it. He uses it like a funnel.
Well, actually, I mean, hey, Jesus could use his hand as a bowl. He just
Father, Son,
That
and
was
the
one of
Holy
those
Hands.
times I was talking about doing clean comedy, and I was asking everybody, "Do you think Jesus
Yeah.
jerks off like
I
this?"
remember
The Father, Son, and the Holy Hands and Feet.
Because it makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. No, you'd probably
Maybe it's because
double
I have
palm.
like a little dick.
Give it a
So
double
you just
palm.
like fit it through the hole.
No,
It's
it
like
looked
9
bigger.
inch nails.
It looked bigger because it was cut. Because he was king
Because
of
why, John?
King of the Jews.
There it is.
I
Anti-Semitic
didn't call
again.
him that. It was the Pharisees.
Anti-Semitic again.
It was the Romans. Pilate put that moniker on him. And he fucking was like, "Here, this will be funny," and then they put it on the top of his cross. I was like, "That's not funny, Pilate. You rude ass." And you fucking Pilate was the anti-Semitic one. He was a Roman. All right, we'll not get into.
Yeah, you already blown
not
it
get into
away.
religious politics of the time of Jesus, but
All
you know.
0 of our people watching this understand
Yeah.
what you're talking about right now.
I know what I'm talking about. Let's talk religion. When Matthew Jackson's here, we'll talk Bible with him. You're gonna get so fucking
Oh,
bored
God.
about talking about the Bible.
No.
No.
It's going to be one of those episodes where I'm just like, yeah, guys, that's cool.
Yep. Oh shit! Speaking of the Bible, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It's a fun show. You and I are both big fans of that. Has nothing to do with the Bible. Great non sequiturs. I'm great at transitioning, dude. That fucking like basically anything with Matt Berry, but that show in particular has
What
like,
show is it?
just,
Garth
Garth.
Marenghi's Dark Place.
Yeah, it's
like-
I'll remember that.
Was it on Adult Swim?
It was
think
like
so.
for one run, but it's
Yeah.
from England. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
so
they-
it's stupid humor.
Yeah, it's one
well,
of
no,
those
it's
BBC
supposed to.
comedies.
It's like basically this guy that was a horror writer, and he always says he's like written more books than he's read, which when
I've written
I
more
saw
books
it,
than
actually
I've
came
read.
on Sci-Fi to begin with.
Was it?
And
Okay.
I thought it was real, because they actually put it as like a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
just
play it up
basically
very
says,
well.
like, the guy was a horror writer, and he made this show in the 80s. It was like cutting edge and all this stuff. And it's like shit flying on strings
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's horrible.
And
Like-
overdubbed, like, oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Dude,
And, like, but it takes place in a hospital that's on a hell mouth. So it's haunted hospital shit. And
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
it's such a
It's-
fucking
that
silly
sounds
goddamn
English.
show.
It's
Yeah,
hilarious, dude.
it's silly, it's dry, but like it's so fucking just out there. Like, god
That
damn
sounds
it.
like diuretics. That sounds exactly like diuretics.
Well, this came out like 20 years ago.
And it's in the history of L. Ron Hubbard. He has a sci-fi.
Dianetics? Or
Yeah,
diuretics?
Scientology.
Dianetics, yeah.
Dianetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diuretics is what they give you. To
No,
pee.
not diuretics. Dianetics.
Do you need to tingle?
Yes.
Do you need to tingle? Is that what you're telling
I
me?
do.
Is that why you're scratching at the door?
He was a prolific writer.
Yeah.
He was.
He had
Yeah.
like
Boat that he
a
lived
job
on
as a
with
sci-fi
little
writer.
boys. Yeah. that's
He
right.
was.
Yeah.
I have
And
one
he
book
started
for
up on
him.
Colt.
I mean, the show that y'all described.
Yeah.
Was like,
Yeah, yeah,
Battlefield-
kind of. Yeah,
Battlefield Earth was
Oh.
the one book I got from him. No, the book
Yeah.
is
Well,
way
you got
better
the
than the movie.
hairstyle from
Well,
him, too.
it's kind of like
Dude, he's a fucking out
the
there.
Garth Marenghi thing. It's kind of like it's like a spoof on kind of like Stephen King. You know, it's like if Stephen King got his own TV show and then made a whole bunch and put himself in the TV show.
so
That's
King
good.
Oh
Toots.
God.
Well,
Yeah,
no, but
no,
it's
no.
goofy because
Yeah.
it's like it takes place in the 80s, so they all look like Miami
Yeah.
Vice. And
It's
they're
like-
doctors and they all
yeah.
got guns and
Yeah.
shit.
And it's played up like the poor effects are played up a whole lot. Like you have like the boom mic. It's like Black Dynamite, but kind of
Yeah. I
I
situation.
fucking love
but
Black
like
Dynamite.
uh,
Sorry,
like,
maybe I would like
one of the
that.
guys like
It's
Richard.
goofy.
Is it Richard Atkins?
It's-
No, that's
It's Richard Iowade.
yeah, Richard Iowade. He plays like the producer, but he's also like inserted himself into the show, and he's horrible. Like he's like, Janet, you have to be quiet and sit down right there. Oh, we need to go over there. I'm so scared of that thing
The
I
phone
see
rings,
over
he's
there.
like,
Hello, is that? Who is that? Yes. Good to see you. Goodbye. You know, like he's like, righto, chop. Yeah, it's a great fucking show.
Where
I
you're like,
that
this is
one a lot.
fucking stupid. Then you spend 3 minutes watching it, and you're like, this is the funniest shit.
It's like
I've
if
ever
David
heard.
Lynch did a comedy. That's
It
that's
really is.
that's the way. That's probably the best way to like. If David Lynch did a comedy show,
Oh,
it would have
God.
been Garth
All
Marenghi's
right, so
Dark
maybe I will
Place.
check
Like,
it out.
yeah,
I'm
it's-
not lie to
I
you.
think it's on
said-
Pluto.
I thought you said it was a Greg Louganis comment.
oh,
Oh shit!
That's a
everybody got
completely
it.
different fucking
Everybody got it.
conversation.
They were doctors just running
You
around
would be
bleeding
on-
Wait,
AIDS
did
blood
Greg-
in children's mouths.
You would
Hold
be
on.
in a hospital on Hell's
who was
fucking
Greg
Mountain.
Louganis? Is it
He was the
AIDS
guy. He was the diver, and he hit his head on the.
Did
the
he have
diving
AIDS?
board, and he bled in the pool.
That is wild. And his last name was Louganis.
Yeah.
Anus was in his last name, and he had
God.
AIDS. That's
Lube-
hilarious.
Hey, Lube Anus.
Lube Danis
Yeah.
was his
Keep it
last
greasy
name.
So it goes down easy,
Oh,
right? Maybe
That's
it would
just
be
wild
bleeding
to
if
me.
he did.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Doesn't even
Now I have
listen to
that.
his own advice.
I'm sure that joke's had to been told a million times. Like now, I'm just like learning.
Nah, John, you're the first one.
Yeah, Anus is his last name. Never heard that before. Hey.
He's gonna go on stage and try that, and nobody's
Yeah.
gonna know who the fuck it is.
Huh? I don't get it either. I just learned about this. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Oh, shit. You're like, get no respect. What's going on here? Oh, shit. But Ryan, what you got coming up? But I know you got a bunch of.
Oh, I got
shows
that thing Saturday in Wilmington.
Where?
Okay,
Eagles
so that's
Dare.
already gonna pass by the time this comes
Yeah.
out. What's going on after that?
Kernersville. Wait a minute. Is it Kernersville or is it? Yeah.
Ryan-
Kernersville, the Brewers Kettle on the 16th
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Of April.
of
April. Yes. Hell yeah.
I'm actually doing Rec Room with Hunter and Nick Dees on May 18th.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that'll be a good show.
Shout out to Antoine for that one.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. What about aren't you doing that did you already do that music show with one
Well, that's Saturday.
who against? Okay, that's Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. It's like in Wilmington, it's a big.
I knew
thing
it was up
that
here
will
in
already
April.
have been passed, and so you
Yeah.
will have missed it. But it was epic.
It was great.
It's great
I was
show.
fucking awesome.
He did so good.
It was fucking awesome. I can't
People
believe
laugh.
that Ryan went up there and just blew himself
said
for 20 minutes. Oh.
Everybody loved his
I
race.
cannot last that long.
No, it took you fucking 17 just to get down there.
I'm very flexible.
But shout out your socials also, and then we'll cut it. We'll
Yeah,
we'll do it, yeah.
Ryan Minton on the Facebook, and I'm also
The
Ryan
Facebook.
Minton 910 on the Instagram.
No underscores or anything?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's a no.
It just
Yeah.
just type Ryan Minton 910 and it'll fucking pop
I'll
up.
find it.
It's the one with the priest getting blown. That's a picture of that.
Is that from?
Allegedly.
Is
I
that
didn't
from
wanna mix
the
it up with the other one.
Halloween show
Yes,
we did?
it's from the Halloween show that
At
we
the
did
coffee
upstairs
stairs,
at the coffee place.
Where they were like, all right, let's take a fucking 15-minute break, and then everybody had to walk down like 6 flights of stairs.
And we were like,
Jesus.
hey, there's an elevator. And we just used the elevator.
I turned the corner. Ryan's getting a picture taken of him getting blown in an elevator.
wearing the full get-up.
That's St. Patrick.
You can see the picture right here.
Oh,
Oh, that's Willie Nelson. Come on, man. That's sacrilege right there.
All right, it's here.
you need to superimpose it. You need to put it.
Yeah. All right, but I think that's good. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, man.
All right.
It's always good to see
It's
you.
always good to be thought of when 2 people cancel.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, you were actually our 6th choice, but the other people were just like, I don't want to text them.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll just hit up Ryan because, he'll answer.
Did you text Heather?
And thank you for listening to Zach and
Zach
JP's
JP's
Burnt Out Hygiene.
No, that's
Oh,
perfect.
no. It's going to be the lead in, and then I'm just going to put it